Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, together with the Presidential Communications Office.
We bring you the latest, widest, and most comprehensive news coverage from the People's Television, IBC, Philippine News Agency, Philippine Information Agency, and Presidential Broadcast Service. I'm Princess Abiba Saripaudak.
And I'm Joe Fernandez from Radyo Pilipinas. Welcome to
Balitang
Pambansa. Tonight's headlines. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. eyes the revival of the Bicol River Basin Development Program to help in mitigating flooding in the region. The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines completes the restoration of electricity supply in Calabarzon days after the onslaught of severe tropical storm Christine. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. enjoins the national and local governments to intensify efforts to bring down poverty incidents and attain zero hunger. Government preparations for the influx of passengers in transport terminals, this Undas, are in full swing. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. recognizes the contributions of the 2024 Metrobank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos, encouraging them to continue to be catalysts of change. From long-term solutions like the Bicol River Basin Development Program to once and for all address flooding, the government is also attending to immediate concerns, providing various types of aid to those affected by severe tropical storm Christine. To expedite the deployment of assets that can help in the distribution of aid, the Armed Forces of the Philippines is now utilizing EDCA sites to get to those in need as quickly as possible. PTV's Patrick De Jesus has more.
In line with the directive of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to revisit the Bicol River Basin Development Program, DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan stated the plan is to begin detailed engineering for the project next year, while civil works are scheduled for 2026. The Bicol region was one of the most flooded areas after the devastation brought by severe tropical storm Christine. This could be alleviated by the Bicol River Basin Development Program, a project of the President's father, former President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr., but was halted in 1986. The DPWH said the project will cost a shade under 80 billion pesos, with implementation spanning from short to long term, with funding assistance from the Korean government through a soft loan.
We will try our best actually to hasten the implementation of ito na nga yung utos ni Presidente. Ang Bicol River Basin po, lahat ng confluence of the rivers that flood, pati yung tributaries coming from Ngayon volcano, pumupunta po dito sa Camarines Sur. Ganun po katindi yung pag-accumulate ng floods.
In connection to this, a comprehensive study is also underway for flood control across all 18 major river basins in the country, led by the DNR.
Long-term solution yan. Baka nga sa apo na natin yung dulo nun di ba? But that's the right direction. So there's an executive order issued by the President. Pag sinabing comprehensive, of course, major component yung engineering solutions at meron din yung environmental aspect and social aspect, pati yung disiplina ng tao, di ba?
These are part of the long-term solutions to flooding, while local flood control projects will continue to be prioritized.
Many have been asking me actually, marami daw pondo na nailagay na sa flood control projects, etc. But I said, opo, marami po, but I think itong mga nilagay na flood control projects are the local priorities that addresses yung mga local priorities that address yung immediate requirements actually to mitigate yung mga protection of low-lying areas in their respective municipalities or regions.
Meanwhile, continuous aid is being provided to those affected by the typhoon, with over 600,000 family food packs distributed by the DSWD. According to the AFP, EDCA sites are also being utilized for rapid deployment of assets.
EDCA sites may also serve as a command and control point po for multiple nations, no? Katulad po ngayon, andyan na po ang tulong ng Malaysia, pati na rin po ang Singapore. So magagamit po natin ng EDCA sites as a command and control hub.
And the RRMC data shows a total of 6.1 million individuals has been affected by severe tropical storm Christine, and 140,000 families or 500,000 individuals remain in evacuation centers. The reported death toll has risen to 116, with 39 still missing. From the People's Television Network, Patrick De Jesus, Balitang, Pambansa.
Next to water, the most essential survival item calamity victims need is power to provide light during darkness and run home appliances. Hence, the 39 battered cities and towns of Batliquit, Calabarzon can heave a sigh of relief with a quick and full restoration of power where they live, thanks to the fortuitous presence and tireless efforts of pre-positioned blind men and NGCP inspection crew, as we listen to this report from Philippine Information Agency Calabarzon's Main Odong.
The National Grid Corporation of the Philippines has completed the restoration of all transmission lines in the Calabarzon region days after the onslaught of severe Tropical Storm Christine. Before the onslaught of severe Tropical Storm Christine, NGCP personnel and line crews were already deployed to regularly inspect substations and transmission lines. As a result, NGCP services were restored swiftly on Saturday, October 26 at 3:19 a.m.
Ang ating pong transmission lines, ito po ay very critical at very sensitive. Meaning, kahit hindi po siya mabuwal, hindi matumbay ating mga poste, meron lang pong madampi. For example, na flying debris o di kaya ay, for example, ay dahon ng isang puno na dumampi doon, agad-agad po nawawalan po tayo ng koneksyon or kuryente doon.
At its peak, there were 39 cities and municipalities in Calabarzon that were affected by power interruptions.
May mga pagkakataon po ng NGCP, naglalabas po kami na advisory na restored na po ang transmission services namin. Meaning, available na po yung kuryenteng pwede namin ibigay sa distribution utilities, pero kapag po ang ating DUs at ang ating pong cooperatives ay meron pa pong affected facilities, meaning hindi pa nila kaya mag-supply ng kuryente sa mga bahay, doon po nakakaroon pa rin po ng problema.
NGCP said that they are willing to assist local distribution utilities and cooperatives to immediately restore vital electricity to consumers. From the Philippine Information Agency Calabarzon, Main Odong, Balitang, Pambansa.
A city in Pangasinan has been placed under a state of calamity following the onslaught of severe tropical storm Christine. Meanwhile, price freeze in our primary goods has been imposed to the area to protect customers and consumers. Philippine Information Agency's Pangasinan's Jenry De Rosario has the full report.
The city of Dagupan has declared a state of calamity after Typhoon Christine battered the region, flooding 21 barangays and causing significant damage to agriculture. Mayor Belen Fernandez estimated the agricultural damage to be around 35 million pesos. The mayor's office confirmed that more than 11,000 livelihoods were affected, including tricycle, jeepneys, and tri-bike drivers, fishermen, and vendors. Meanwhile, the city's engineering office has been conducting inspections of damaged houses, drainage systems, and ongoing Department of Public Works and Highways projects. The local government is now working to assess the extent of the damage and provide relief to affected residents. Vice Mayor Dean Brian Cuba said they are now in the process of repacking the groceries for distribution to the citizens of Dagupan who were affected by Typhoon Christine. He said the city government will continue helping while Dagupan is preparing for another typhoon. Meanwhile, the Department of Trade and Industry has reminded businesses to comply with the existing price freeze on basic necessities and prime commodities. DTI Pangasinan Director Natalia Dalatan said consumers can check suggested retail price of prime commodities on the website of DTI. If they are doubtful about the prices of the goods they have purchased, they can call DTI Pangasinan or can go directly to the nearest negosyo center in their area. From the Philippine Information Agency, Pangasinan, Jenry Del Rosario, Balitang, Pambansa.
Meanwhile, Department of National Defense or DND Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. has ordered the swift implementation of forced and mandatory evacuations in high-risk areas due to the expected severe weather impacts from Tropical Storm Leon. The DND chief emphasized the importance of proactive measures to protect lives, adding it is far better to act early than to regret later and face unnecessary loss. Following these directives, the Department of Interior and Local Government or DILG promptly issued a memorandum instructing all local government units or LGUs to adhere to the order.
The Department of Social Welfare and Development or DSWD confirmed a sufficient stockpile of family food packs or FFPs in Batanes in anticipation of Tropical Storm Leon. On October 23, almost 6,000 FFPs were loaded onto a Philippine Coast Guard ship and are expected to arrive between October 30 and 31. This will bring the total FFPs in Batanes to almost 8,000, including 1,658 already prepositioned across various municipalities. Water filtration kits have also been provided to Batanes to ensure access to potable water, especially for families affected by recent typhoons.
Severe Tropical Storm Leon was located at 735 kilometers east of Itiague, Isabela. With maximum sustained winds of 100 kilometers per hour, gustiness reaching up to 125 kilometers per hour, and is moving northwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. Rains with gusty winds will fall in Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, Aurora, Quezon, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, and Catanduanes. Cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms will be felt in Ilocos Region, rest of Bicol Region, Mimaropa, Western Visayas, Negros Island Region, and Zamboanga del Norte. Meanwhile, Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms due to localized thunderstorms.
Up next, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. renews his vow to combat hunger and poverty.
The Department of Public Works and Highways gears up for the influx of motorists for the observance of Undas. More stories when Balitang Pambansa returns.
Karamihan sa amin ay nag-asawa na lang, walang pinag-aralan, hindi po kami educated. Bakit ipinanganak ako na IP ako na parang walang mga opportunity na para sa amin?
Nagbabaon kami, kanin lang, ang ulam, bagong, gano'n. Talagang wala nang kaya ang magulang ko.
Hango sa kwento ng mga totoong tao. Tahanan ng mga award-winning documentaries. Public Eye sa PTV.
It is President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Marcos Jr., who personally wished to see no Filipino going hungry and to lift more people out of the poverty line nationwide. His dream and one of his government top priorities just got a much-needed shot in the arm with an inking of deal to reinforce government's partnership with international NGOs in the stepped-up crusade against hunger and poverty, as we hear this report from PTV's Clizel Pardilla.
No Filipino should go to bed hungry, and that no community will be overlooked in our fight against poverty.
This is the vision and direction of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to ensure every Filipino has access to sufficient and nutritious food and reduce poverty in communities. A joint memorandum circular has been signed and presented today to enhance campaign against hunger and poverty. through the Enhanced Partnership Against Hunger and Poverty. More than 30 government agencies and international organizations have joined forces, including the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Agrarian Reform, and the Department of Social Welfare and Development. This initiative aims to institutionalize government's efforts to mitigate hunger by connecting community-based organizations such as farmers and fisherfolk groups with government feeding centers and 6 markets for their products.
Through this, we can improve farm productivity, link farmers, fisherfolk, other food producers to larger markets, provide secure income, ensuring that our children, our mothers, our most vulnerable, have access to nutritious food.
Through the EPAP, community-based organizations have generated 200 million pesos in income. President Marcos Jr. will further enhance the capacity of farmers and fisherfolk by providing access to credit and insurance. This includes building agricultural facilities such as irrigation systems and utilizing digital mapping technologies.
This year, we directed all government agencies and encouraged all local government units to support its implementation to bolster our efforts towards zero hunger, food and nutrition security, and sustainable agriculture.
According to a survey conducted by social weather stations, 37% of Filipinos reported an improvement in their quality of life in the third quarter of 2024 compared to last year. 24% stated their conditions had worsened. 38% reported no change. The study was conducted from September 14 to 23, 2024, involving 1,500 participants nationwide. From PTV, Kalezal Pardilla, Balitang Pambansa.
Despite the onslaught of Tropical Storm Christine, the Department of Transportation, or DOTR, is ready for the expected influx of passengers for the observance of All Souls and All Saints Day. 3 million passengers are expected to go to airports and ports, and around 1,500,000 commuters will troop to bus terminals for the annual Undas exodus. Fortunately, the DOTR says Christine did not cause significant damage to the transportation sector.
All airports are operational, no? Wala namang mga major damages na nangyari doon sa mga airports natin, no? So far, lahat to ay operational. No? There are more than 100 airports, seaports that were affected, no, by Christine, Typhoon Christine, no? Mga minor damages, no? But total, abutin din ng mga almost 100 million yung mga damages, no? Which PPA is now working on to do the repair.
On the other news, the Department of Public Works and Highways, or DPWH, is conducting cleanup drives and repair works ahead of Undas. According to a report gathered by the Philippine News Agency, this is to make sure motorists will have a safe and smooth travel. The DPWH would also mobilize the Lakbay Alalay Travel Assistance Program nationwide from 8 in the morning of October 31 until 5 in the afternoon of November 2. It consists of uniformed field and crew personnel who will provide immediate and reliable assistance to the traveling public. Moreover, offices with ongoing projects and major routes were instructed to align project schedules, including the road safety signages installation and traffic advisories to avoid the traffic jam and unwarranted accidents.
2 cabinet officials of the Marcos administration reacted to the pronouncements made by former President Rodrigo Duterte on the crime situation in the country. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin disagreed with the claim of the former chief executive. As proof, the cabinet officials said data from the Philippine National Police showed a decline in crimes across the board under the Marcos administration. Department of Justice, or DOJ Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla agreed with Executive Secretary Bersamin regarding the difference between the former president's claim and actual concrete data. He added the current administration prioritizes peace and order and assures the country is on its way to the path of greater stability and security. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. awarded the 2024 Metrobank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos during a ceremony at Malacanang Palace. He recognized the honorees for their contributions to education, community protection, and other fields, encouraging them to continue serving their communities as agents of change. As part of the 39th anniversary of the Metrobank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos program, 10 exceptional individuals, 4 teachers, 3 soldiers, and 3 police officers receive a golden medallion and a cash prize of 1 million pesos. President Marcos highlighted their dedication and commitment to public service, describing them as inspiring examples of what it means to be a Bagong Filipino.
These honors are a testament to the remarkable heights each of you has reached, whether you are educating our young, defending our borders, keeping our communities safe. You have gone beyond what is ordinary. You are the new faces of public service, dedicated, selfless, and committed to excellence, the living examples of what it truly means to be a Bagong Filipino.
On the other news, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has appointed Executive Vice President for the Branch Operations Sector Attorney Voltaire Agas as the officer in charge, or OIC, of the Social Security System, or SSS. This designation aims to ensure the effective delivery of services to SSS members and pensioners. Agas has a long history with the state-run pension fund, starting as Chief Legal Counsel in 2012, and has extensive government experience, including roles in the Public Attorney's Office and as a trial judge. He replaced Commissioner Robert Joseph Declaro, who will continue as a member of the Social Security Commission. Meanwhile, the government continues to distribute assistance and mobilize its resources for disaster relief efforts following the devastation caused by severe tropical storm Christine. PTV's Charms Espina has the full details.
The Office of Civil Defense, or OCD, has dispatched its rapid development team to Naga City to oversee the distribution of relief goods for victims of severe tropical storm Christine to the Bicol region. The relief items include kitchen kits, shelter repair items, family food packs, medical supplies, and clean water. The OCD said the relief items are being sourced from various agencies and are being transported to the Bicol region for distribution across its various provinces. Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP Chief General Romeo Bronner Jr. spearheaded the aerial survey over the severely affected areas in the towns of Bula and Milaor and Naga City in Camarines Sur. Based on the information gathered by the PNA, the mission helped in assessing the extensive damage caused by severe tropical storm Christine. In addition, General Bronner led the distribution of essential relief goods to residents of Barangay Duran in Balatan, Camarines Sur. The Philippine Air Force said the Royal Brunei Air Force deployed a C-295 aircraft to help in humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations in areas affected by severe tropical storm Christine. The arrival of the aircraft marks a significant display of regional cooperation and solidarity between the country and Brunei. The Philippine Postal Corporation, or PhilPost, has deployed its transportation resources for disaster relief efforts to the Bicol region. According to Philippine News Agency's report, 3 PhilPost trucks loaded with essential supplies to assist the affected communities were dispatched yesterday. According to PhilPost, 2 trucks carried 720 shelter tarpaulins, while a 3rd truck was stocked with 3,500 hygiene kits, with an estimated total load of 60 tons. The deliveries are a crucial component of ongoing relief operations. From PTV, Charms Espina, Balitang, Pambansa.
In sports, tennis sensation and pride of North Cotabato, Danielle Madis brought honor again to the country during her recent campaign at the ITF J60 in Thailand. Here's Radyo Pilipinas 2 sports correspondent Arian Malyare with the details.
17-year-old Danielle Madis of Emlang, North Cotabato completed a sweep of the girls singles and doubles titles at the ITF J60 in Nonthaburi, Thailand. Madis, who took the doubles crown with fellow Mindanao netter Steffi Aludo of Agusan del Sur last Saturday, pulled off a come-from-behind 2-6, 6-2, 6-3 win over China's Ling Yuge in the final.
Sa totoo lang po, hindi ko po talaga na-expect na mag-champion po ng doble. First set po, sobrang exhausted ko po. Every point counts po talaga po. And patient po.
Madis, a gold medalist in the palarong Pambansa, bagged her third international junior singles title following wins in the Juniors 30 in Manila and Junior 60 in Sri Lanka. The doubles crown was also Madis' third overall and her second with Aludo. They will stay in Thailand for one more leg of the ITF before proceeding to Chinese Taipei and Hong Kong. Madis, who idolizes Alex Ayala, is hoping to make it to top 50 before her junior career ends next year. Both Madis and Aludo are scholars of the Philippine Tennis Academy and under the mentorship of former national team member Bobby Angelo. For RP2 Sports, Aryan Malyare for Balitang Pambansa.
And that concludes the rundown of the latest, widest, and most comprehensive news and information from all across the nation. From Radyo Pilipinas, I'm Joe Fernandez.
This is your trusted news source, always ready to inform and serve the Filipino people. Catch Balitang Pambansa again tomorrow at 7 a.m., 12 noon, 6 p.m., and 9:30 p.m. for more updates and developments. From Radyo Pilipinas, I'm Princess Abiba Saripodak, and this is
Balitang Pambansa.